Good evening. Seaside businesses across the southeast say sewage leaks are seriously affecting their trade ahead of one of their busiest weekends of the year.
More than a dozen beaches in Kent and Sussex have pollution warnings in place, including Bexhill, Tankerton and Herne Bay. And that's where Joe Coshan is tonight. Now, Joe, what's it like down there?
Well, Amanda, a red flag has been placed here at the beach in Herne Bay, advising people not to go swimming because of a sewage discharge over the last 12 hours. More on the safety aspect in just a moment, but first I've been looking at the impacts the red flag is having on tourism and how it's leaving some businesses' profits margins teetering in the red too. Murky water gently lapping against the shore after an overnight release of what appears to be sewage in Tankerton. Southern Water say it's 95% rainwater, but it was enough to put Sal off her early morning swim.
I was here with a friend from London and very excited to show off what a lovely life I have. And we got down here this morning and both kind of looked at each other and thought there's a bit of a waft of sewage in the air, which wasn't very pleasant. I would not have brought my friend here had I realised that there was going to be a release so close to the beach hut. So yeah, it was pretty humiliating.
Tankerton is one of 16 beaches across the southeast that has had a discharge in the last 48 hours, prompting a group of MPs in Sussex to call for an urgent meeting with Southern Water and the Environment Agency to highlight the financial impacts the releases are having on businesses. Mehmet runs several restaurants in Herne Bay and relies on summer tourism. He says, although they shouldn't be, visitors are being put off.
So it's broken our heart and we're not happy about this. You don't have to go to the sea. You just go chill out and enjoy your time, enjoy the restaurant, enjoy your walking. This is our home, this is our business, this is where we wait for this whole year. I think this is unacceptable. This is the second time they do. I think they should pay us wherever we lost, you know.
I totally understand that, businesses are being impacted and we want to reduce the duration of that business impact. We are, as I say, working tirelessly with the local authority and the Environment Agency to expedite the clean-up of the beach so that they can reopen. Once we've got the beaches open, then we'll have a conversation about what we need to do to make good the harm that we've caused.
To make good, would you offer them compensation?
Yeah, compensation may be one of the reparations that we look at. Absolutely.
So financial damages could be offered to those affected, but locals say they would rather there were no more damages to the coastline.
Joe, there's still warnings though about going into the water.
Well, that's right, because of that pollution risk, Amanda. But as you can see behind me, there are still a few people having a bit of a paddle and dipping their feet in. But people I've been speaking to today, it seems the significance of the red flag hasn't quite filtered through.
Just brought our little one down. He's never been to a beach before, so we just thought we'd try somewhere local.
Obviously, you've seen the red flag. Did you know why it was in place?
No.
If I told you it was because of a pollution risk in the sea, they're advising people against swimming there, does that put you off now heading to the water?
Yeah.
Yes.
No one's come around and said anything. It was a bit disappointing, to be honest. We brought our grandchildren down for the day and a bit worried now, to be fair. They're back to eat, so they're going to have to wash their hands and that, because didn't even know they had sewage in the area. So
now I'm going to make her come out of the water, where she's doing a little bit of finding rocks and crabs. So now I'll take her straight out. I spoil her fun.
We didn't get told anything, so we didn't know. So we drove all this way to find out you're not allowed to go in there. Well, you can, but they're advising against it, which is if it's a red flag, you've got to listen to the red flags.
Well, the Canterbury City Council spokesperson told us that these red flags have been the long-standing method for telling the public not to enter the water on safety grounds, and they are satisfied people are aware of the situation but are monitoring it closely if they need to take extra steps. But councillors that I've been speaking to today say it's a pretty difficult balancing act because they have a public duty to protect people from a potential pollution risk, but in turn do not want to steer people away from a popular seaside hotspot. The problem is they do not know the real risks, so they have to on the side of caution. In essence, all they can do is leave it up to individual families to make a judgment and judge the risks themselves.
Yes, indeed. Joe, as always, thank you very much.